This is Professor Baswhite. This is a recording to get you started with your online Math 253 class, ticket 61315 for spring of 2017. Now, your IVC webpage, it's one webpage that you need to really memorize, is ivc.edu. For most computers, when you type ivc.edu, it will open our webpage. Now, I will send you a link to this video, and you are going to just have to click on it and pretty much follow through, and that will help you get started by the Pearson access code and everything that you need to do by the deadline. The deadline is January 13, Friday, if you do not want to come to orientation. So if you come to the orientation, so you then have until 17th, Tuesday, to get all your orientation done. But if you do not come, and if you do not do your orientation steps, then I will drop you for no-show. Now, my web page is also important, and this is the www.ivc.edu faculty IWAT, all that stuff you can actually copy and paste, and I'll just go around it for you to be able to access that. That's going to have my schedule, my office hours, my, whatever that you need to have to communicate with me. All right. For the orientation, you need to do a couple of things. The first thing you need to do is to access Blackboard. And once you access Blackboard, I'll show you around there. You have to submit inside Blackboard the contract entry survey and orientation form. Again, the deadline for that is the 13th. So when you click on it, as you know that you have to enter your username and password in here to access Blackboard. If you are a registered student, then it's going to show up as an account, and it will show your class in the list of your classes. For example, this one is going to be 20171, and then you look in there. I believe that's the one, 61315, and then you click on it, and you're going to start seeing what your class looks like. Your video is going to be here, and instructions about how to sign up with Pearson. Your contract survey orientation is right here. But let me close this so that I can finish the orientation. I just showed you where the contract entry survey orientation form was. You just need to do those, and you see the red arrow? You need to do those online by the 13th. And once you click on it, you're going to see contract survey and orientation. You just have to click on the link and then read this and agree with it, and then say true, yeah, I understand, and then you're all set. So it is kind of like signing a contract, but you're doing it online. Now, then you're going to have to go to Pearson System via Blackboard. So you are in Blackboard. When you click in here in this link, My Math Lab, it's going to take you to the Pearson System. And this is where you're going to do your homework. It's going to be all the multimedia stuff in there, and it's going to have your quizzes in there. So that's where you're going to do your work. But before you do that, when you click in here, eText Course Home, once you click on that link, it's going to give you a couple of options. It's going to say, okay, well, did you buy the access code someplace like our bookstore? If you did that, you click on the left. If you want to buy your access code right on the spot online, you have to click on the right-hand side. Then you're going to have to enter. If you're entering it online and buying it with a credit card, you enter all your information. Now, one thing I need you to do, it's going to ask for your email address. Please enter your either IVC or Cellback email address. Please do not use your nicknames or second names. Make sure how your registration is listing your name. Use that name for it so that I can recognize you. For example, if you call yourself Joe and your name is Kevin, I'm not going to be able to find you. All right. Now, when you're paying for the class, there's also an option in here, get temporary access without payment for 14 days. I truly advise you against that. I want you to commit to the class and get started and not wait for 14 days. 1 or 2 days is fine, but 14 days is not acceptable. So I advise you not to use this link, but just go either buy this or this and then get started with your class. Sometimes it happens that you buy, you wait to buy, and then we get into things and you forget to pay, and then your class goes inactive, and then you have no way of recovering what you did. Now, you will have to, when you order things online, and then Pearson is going to ask you your username and password, use the first part of your IBC email for username and password. Use something that you're going to remember. If at this point, if the system asks you for a class ID, you are doing it wrong. It's not supposed to ask you class ID because you're coming in from Blackboard. All right. Take requirements. This is pretty much standard thing. You can click on it. What kind of system you need to have right here. If you get stuck, this is the 800 number. Do not call me because I really don't know and I don't have access on the IT level. And then this is your help web page, and you can chat and get information and get help. All right, how do you do this class? Now, when you get into Pearson, there will be a syllabus in there. Put all those deadlines in your calendar. I will show you where the videos are. Watch those videos in my YouTube channel. Read your ebook. Do your homework. Do the quizzes. And do the discussion board. And then there is a place where you need to email your teacher. And I'll show you all that stuff. And you need to do that just in that order to be able to be successful. Now, my class videos are in this thing. Okay, so I told you to watch the videos. This class includes beginning and intermediate algebra videos. So if you click in here, it's going to go to YouTube and it's going to go to my account. So you can actually bookmark this in the playlist, and it has topics from beginning algebra to intermediate algebra. We are going to start with beginning algebra review. When you click on it, it has a lot of stuff in there. You can actually see, oh, well, I don't know how to do. We are going to start with factoring. So the factoring videos are going to start on the video 18, polynomial factoring, monomial, and then it's pretty much a classic video. You can just open it up and watch it. All right. Okay, so you got the idea. Now, the book, this is inside Pearson. It is under chapter contents. When you click on it, it will have the ebook, so you do not have to get a paper book. But if you want to, you can either rent it or you can buy an old edition or something, but there's really no need to buy a paper book. Now, this is inside Pearson. Your chapter contents has your book, your homework has your homework, quizzes has your quizzes. That's where you're going to do things, okay? Now, when you go to the quizzes area, you're going to see these guys, email 1, email 2. This is how it works. What you're going to have to do, you're going to first of all email me from inside IVC. I do not want you to email me from your Gmail account, AOL account, and none of that. So you're going to email from ivc.edu. After you email, you're going to say in the subject area, Math253 Online. Then you're going to say, all right, I'm doing fine, I'm not doing fine. You're going to pretty much email me every week. Once you email me, you will come inside Pearson. You're going to click on that email one, and you're going to say, yeah, I did email my teacher. And guess what? Doing just that is going to give you 1 point per email. And that may make a difference between an A and a B. So do not forget to take those email quizzes. So if you email me but you forget to do this step, you're not going to get points for emailing me. All right? Now, the other thing is, let's see, there are discussions. Those discussions are inside Blackboard. Yeah, when you look in this navigation bar, you're going to see them right here, discussion. When you, this doesn't exist in Pearson. When you click on it, what you're going to see is like chapter 7, chapter 8, and these have guidelines, these have deadlines. So what you're going to have to do is just click on it and answer it. And once you do that, this is again part of your grade. So you have to do for every chapter, chapter 7, 8, 9, 10, and all that. And this tells you inside, you know, in your timeline, and you have to do that on a regular basis each time you finish a chapter. All right. Now, I will send you this link, and then if you are actually watching this, that means I already sent it to you. Now, if you do not finish the contract and the orientation form and the entry survey and you cannot get the account, you just need a little more time. So what you need to do, you need to come in January 13, 7 to 8 p.m. in B209 and then show your face, and we're going to meet, and then you're going to say, well, I need a day or two. And once you're done with that, you can actually submit, and this will buy you a time until the 17th. And this is the last time you're going to come until March 10th. This is when your midterm is. This is not negotiable. This is not truly an online class. We are doing the testing on campus at IVC campus. You have to come to this location on this date, 7 to 9. So make sure that you don't forget that. And the final exam will be on the 19th, 7 to 9, BISTIC 104. So you have those deadlines. So make sure that you are available to come during that time. All right, so that's the end. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually show you a little bit how this works. I pretend I'm you. And then I go in here, ivc.edu. Then I'm going to, this is where you're going to email things, right? But you're going to come in from the Blackboard, and you have a Blackboard account. You're going to enter your username and password. If you don't know that, go get it from the library or admissions, and you'll get in. Now you're going to see your class on the right hand side, and then it's going to look something like this. Intermediate Algebra 71. Where is that one? Okay, this class 61315. So you're going to see that in your account. When you come in, you're going to see the yellow. I kind of color coded the classes. Your class is yellow. So you're going to have your link to this video inside here in the announcements. Signing up with Pearson is going to have the PowerPoint that I showed you. The contract surveys are here, handouts and all this. Now, the first time you come in, you have to come here. Remember, you pay for IVC to take this class. Then you have to pay Pearson to do homework. This is like buying a book. So when you click on the My Math Lab, it's going to show you all those things before it comes here. You know, enter username, and I already showed you that. So you're going to have to get an account. Once you get an account, it will take you inside Pearson. This is where you're going to do your homework and all that stuff. So homework is right here. But remember, before homework, what you need to do, you need to read your book. Okay? So to read your book, you have to go to chapter contents and start reading. Chapter 7, chapter 8, you click on it, and then you read. And I really mean it, you really need to read your book. All right. The other thing is, after you read your book, you're going to watch the videos. Where were those videos? I gave you the link. That's in YouTube. You're going to go watch the video. And then you're going to do your homework right here. And homework is kind of interesting. When you click on it, let's say homework 1, you're going to start 1, 2, 3, 4, all the questions. When you hover on it, do you see that? You're going to see, this is for example from the review 5 area. And for example, question number 30th, 7.2.31. So it tells you what chapter the question is coming from. Let's say I am clicking on it, and now you're supposed to do the problem. So this is going to help you. What you're going to have to do, this is just happens to be multiple choice. And now you can get question help by going here, or kind of like enlarge things, and here, you know, it's going to make it bigger and all those things, and you're going to kind of get a hang of it. And I didn't even read the question. When you go check answer, sorry, that's not true. Look at the graph, and it's going to give you things. So this is how we were going to do the homework. You do not have to say. Once you do it, it gives you a check mark. You move to the next question, and then it says warning, well, you didn't finish it. Go back. All right? So you don't have to do them in order. You can just finish it 1 through 45. Let's say you did 1, 3, 7, and you can come back until deadline to do all of this stuff. Okay? All right. So that's your quizzes. Quizzes are only one take. Make sure that you do not open it until you're ready. You see it, attempt 0 of 1. You click on it by accident, you have to take it. If you don't take it, that's an automatic 0. There's no makeup for quizzes. Here's your deadline. And then you can actually look at your gradebook by clicking in here. That's going to only give you the grades for your quizzes and the homework. Now, if you want to go see and how I'm grading and all that stuff, you need to go to handouts and syllabus inside Blackboard. Sorry about that. Inside Blackboard. So what you need to do is you need to click on the syllabus in here, and it's going to give you what this, what my expectations are. Make sure that you understand. And there are some other handouts in here, quadratics, factoring, and things like this. And you can get these printed out and then kind of learn. Now, the other thing to do, let's say I am going to YouTube, and now you forgot, where things were hooked up and all that. And then YouTube, you can go and search with my name, Ilkner Urbis-White. When you type Ilkner, it just pops up. And then you click on me, and then you're going to see the playlists. And I will also put the orientation video in here. And so let's say you're studying factoring. You can click on it, and then you click down. I'll give you a list of these things to make your life a little easier. And let's say I'm doing binomial factoring, and you can take notes while you're all right. So you can watch these things before you do the homework. So it's important that you do that. Please make sure that when you read your syllabus, you know what my email is, iwhite@ivc.edu. It's in there. And make sure that you have my phone number. And let me also show you how you can get in touch. Let's say you don't remember any of that stuff. You go to ivc.edu. And then when you go to academics, you're going to go to math. And again, math. And when you go to faculty, you're going to see my web page. Here's my phone number. Here's my email address. Here's my name. When you click on the web page, this is going to give you the videos here as well, in addition to YouTube stuff. Schedule is going to give you my schedule. If you look in there, here are my office hours. You can actually call me on the phone during the office hours, those yellow areas. So you're right here. You're 253 online. And I'm at the campus every single day. But you just have to, let's say you're here and I'm not at school because I'm running around doing some community work and stuff. But for example, you can come here and catch me right here, right before my calculus class. But the best way is to reach me during my office hours. The other thing is, if you're interested in joining a club, please click on ASEC. I'm also the club advisor for this wonderful, wonderful club. We are actually recruiting, and we need people for January 28th for Astounding Inventions. And then you can actually come and join us if you're interested in doing some STEM related, science related, math related work. Well, very nice meeting you. Please come and see me during orientation if you have any questions, or email me. And I wish you the best of luck, and make sure that if you are organized, there will be zero problem, and you'll have a lot of help online and through me, and I'm sure you'll be successful. Thank you for watching.